After being trapped in one place for much of last year thanks to our short, sharp lockdown, it was really cool last week to finally be able to hit the road and do a couple of road trips around the place. Some for work, some for pleasure, but my God, there's some terrible people on the road out there. So last week I got to tour around the countryside quite a bit for both work and pleasure. First of all, I went to Henderson, where I found a really random statue for Elvis in the middle of a park in Henderson for some reason. And then I went up to Helensville for work, which I've never been to Helensville before. Beautiful part of the country. Doesn't think of itself as Auckland, but it's technically Auckland. I totally get that. I know a whole bunch of places like that. On the way back, I got to see a dinosaur. And I couldn't resist doing that. I'm sorry. I just had to. And then on the weekend, during the week, I went, it all blurs after a while, I went down to Hamilton and then out to Kaawhia. Caught up with some friends in Hamilton, caught up with some family in Kaawhia, where I will not stand for the way that I was treated. I was forced to wear a mask because that's what they do. They make you wear a mask. Who am I kidding? Should have worn a mask, and it was my own fault for forgetting it and leaving it in the car. But one of the things that really struck me across all of my road trips was just how bad some people can drive. I mean, you're always going to get slow drivers that hold up traffic, especially when they come to big intersections and nobody knows what they're doing. You're always going to get drivers who tailgate you, and if they're in a big truck, that is actually kind of scary as well. But check out this video that I took at the top of the Bombay Hills, the area between Auckland and Waikato, where you've got one car that doesn't seem to indicate, that's drifting between the lines, that is just causing havoc on the road. So keep an eye on the little car in the red circle, although the red circle's gone now. It's really just drifting over the lines, it's not indicating what it's doing. This is a really busy and dangerous stretch of road. There's people on, off the ramp all the time, stopping at Bombay. There's traffic everywhere. It is the middle of the day, but that doesn't mean that you don't fucking indicate. But check out just how bad this driving is. Now, I know that if you haven't been driving for a while, it can feel a bit funny when you get back in behind the steering wheel. I experienced that myself after lockdown's finished and you get to go out and do decent length drives. And I have this, and I'm sure I'm not alone here, really bad habit of when you're driving and you pass a bad driver, and I made damn sure I was not going to get stuck behind someone who I'm sure is going to cause an accident, that you give them the stare. You know, the stare, just to see that they know that you think they're an idiot, but also just to see if they look as dumb as you get in your head that they're going to look. And to be fair, everybody looks different, and it's hard to tell when you're driving past someone's car just how silly that they look or how stupid they come across. But it certainly makes you feel better to know that the person that could cause a major accident is now behind you and far less of a risk. Of course, the problem with that is that coming up from behind you is going to be speeding drivers who are going to overtake you and swerve amongst trucks in a downhill lane going well over 120 kilometers an hour at the time. They are the ones that you also have to be worried about because they will also cause an accident at some stage. It's the thing, we have a beautiful country, and doing road trips is a lovely way of being able to see that. However, we also have a really terrible road toll this year. We need to do everything that we can to try and minimize that, because people dying as an outcome is never an acceptable outcome. And when you see the way that some people are driving, where it has complete disregard for everybody else on the road, you can start to see some of the issues that are leading to these higher road tolls. So I doubt that the people that were driving those vehicles are ever going to see this video, and that's cool. But just remember yourself when you're out there, while you're driving on those roads, to take your time, not to rush, and to be conscious of everybody else that's around you, so that everybody can get to where they're going in the end. So I guess that's pretty much the moral of the story. Enjoy the road trips, enjoy the beauty of our country, be safe and look after others. Right, that's me for this week. Until next time, ka kite anō. I hope you have a fantastic week.